Hi folks, Donna Bob here with Mekele station number 7 and the arrival of Acrocanthosaurus. This is another large theropod, and we'll be setting up next door to our last large theropod, Torvosaurus. So we're going to start with a little bit of Torvosaurus stuff, which was the barn for Torvosaurus. Built in the back there. We didn't look at it in the last video. It's divided into two parts for the Torvosaurus, so that the male and female can be separated. This one also has that back gate for bringing animals in and out of the enclosure. You also briefly saw the open wall, and we're coming around to that side now. Once we get through that gate, there's the keeper entrance. And that open wall is for the Acrocanthosaurus because their little barns are going to be added to this building. The other thing back here is a produce storage set for meat, unsurprisingly, so that there is convenient storage right next to both of these exhibits. So here we are on the trail coming up to where the Acrocanthosaurus, keep stumbling over that word, viewing will be. And the building was a work in progress. So this was the first iteration. You can see the two sets of stairs, one going up to the upper level, one going to the main level, and also the handicapped access ramp to this level. We're taking a look out through the viewing here. The fencing is deliberately kept there to keep the animals from picking off any of our guests, but still allowing them to come quite close, although can't see much of anything else except the Torvosaurus and the exhibit behind. I thought one was out there, but I'm not seeing it. Oh well. So this lower level stays pretty much the same, but I was unhappy with this layout, so I revisited it. We're going down the handicapped accessible ramp and out to the end of the path so that you can see that this habitat goes on for some distance. And that's because there is a separate habitat nominally for the male and the female. That gives us a duplicate animal, which is a negative in the game build. You can see the two separations there, pretty much in the middle of the screen and along the back wall of the barn. But I learned, to my chagrin, that I did inadvertently build two exhibits. The back one is where I intended the female to be, and we got a melanistic one. She's very pretty. I put them in young, as I've been doing with animals in this game. The picture on the title card it was taken a bit after this time, when the first two animals had grown up and mated. But mating, it seems, turned out to be a problem. Because when I checked the animal navigation, you can see it can get into the barn, but it can't go through that opening into what was intended to be the second half of the exhibit. For that entrance wall is just not suitable for these animals to get through. It becomes even worse when they grow up, which I also learned was a problem. When, as they matured, they were no longer able to get into the barn. So there was a lot of rework needing to be done. I'm going to go out and take a quick look at the male. And good looking dinosaur on the slender side. He becomes very striking when he matures, as you can tell from the title card. So all in all, two very good-looking dinosaurs in this arrangement here. Obviously, discovering these problems, there was additional work to do on this area. So we're back here, and this is a side look. If you look through the rocks there, you may see a set of stairs. We're going to pop up, and this is an add-on to what I've been doing for the area. I made a formal walk down between the two exhibits, mostly paralleling the Torvosaurus habitat as a way for keepers to move around the park because the barn has doors on both sides. And here you see the revision of the viewing area. I moved the staircase to outside of the viewing building, and so less of the interior is taking up with stairs, and the stairs to the lower level go straight in, and I added this elevator for wheelchairs to go up to the second floor for our accessibly challenged guests. And there's a little more floor space up here and a lot of binoculars to look at the forepart of the exhibit. The back part is not really visible. I'm going with the headcanon that the Acrocanthosaurus really wants privacy to breed. So there you see what really told me I had to fix things. My animals were getting caught on the door sill, for lack of a better term. They were not able to get through. So that necessitated checking out my female to confirm that this was a problem. And that's when I learned that, yes, that was indeed a problem there, but they also cannot now get into the barn because they've gotten too big. So that was a doorway problem, and that had to be dealt with as well. Don't worry, I moved him so he wasn't running perpetually before doing the necessary changes to this habitat. And we're going to transition now to looking at the corrected version. You can see our female has come to the front exhibit, and she's willing to hang out here now, and can move freely from one side to the other. This is her fully mature version, very pretty. And in the back, the fully mature original male. His blue color has come up to a nice contrast with his base color. I really like these two. What can I say? They're good looking dinosaurs. So someday, I hope, if this zoo survives the transition to the arrival of Allosaurus, we will add a third carnivore out to this general care area. And you can see here that they can go through all their intended spaces. You can see I had to enlarge the gateway between the two. I had to make the valves of the doors to each of the openings much bigger. And we can see that they're happily breeding now. That single youth that got stuck in the doorway has been joined by a pair of much younger siblings. Cute little guys. Feathered youngsters, they gradually lose their feathers as they grow up. I believe when I put the original pair in, they were just at the edge of losing their feathers. Just a little bit of fuzziness, as it were, to their outline, but otherwise hardly noticeable. And that's pretty much it for this time. You can see a plan for the future there by increasing my plant production and storage for the park. So if you like this, you know the drill about liking and commenting. It helps things out. And if you haven't subscribed already and are inclined to, please do. I'd appreciate it. So here's the overview of the carnivore area here, and in the lower right hand corner a bit of a tease as to what's to come in maybe the next or the one after that video from this park. Till then, Take care of each other, be kind, and I hope to see you in another video. Dino Bob is signing off for today. Bye now.